So we want to start off by introducing yourselves first and tell us about your transplant journey and why you decided to do that.
I was fortunate enough to have gone through the experience of kidney donation, watching my mom donate. My mom had donated a kidney to my cousin. He had had juvenile diabetes and in his early 20s needed a kidney, and my mom stepped up and not a thought otherwise. She just took it on. And so when time came for his brother, my cousin Stacy, who was my kidney cousin, to need a kidney, the phone call went out. It went out to my siblings. Everybody was going to get tested, but I was like, let me start. I just have this feeling, I have this gut feeling that I'm going to be a perfect match. Mom was a perfect match. I'm going to be a perfect match. This thing's going to work. And so we went, we just said, let's do this thing. Phoned Stacy and Kelly and let them know that I was going to start the process. And down the road we went, seeing my mother do it, seeing her strength and compassion for our family. It was very powerful. And so it seemed just like the natural thing to do. It didn't occur to me not to do it.
I've got a food truck business in Abbotsford, and one of my customers, who I didn't know his name until June of last year or the year before, came out of the store and he looked like crap. And I asked him what was up, and he told me they just found out that he needed a transplant. And I know you can live on one kidney easily, and I didn't know what my blood type was, and I offered, and he thought I was joking. And the next day I got tested and started the ball, and months later found out I was a perfect match.
So I donated to my then girlfriend, now wife, who's here today. We actually went through the paired exchange program. So she did have a potential donor that was through the paired exchange, and the chain about 2 weeks before her transplant was going to happen, it fell apart. So I went through the testing process with her two brothers. There was no match through her family, no direct match, and I ended up being the direct match through the paired exchange. So yeah, we went through the process in 2013 and November 19th, and yeah. So.
That is truly altruistic. Jacques, your life changed because your girlfriend married you for this.
Yeah, that's better than an engagement ring, right?
Are you still married? You're still married, right? Just checking.
Yeah, married with 2 kids now.
That's awesome. Suzanne, how do you think this has changed your life?
I mean, for one, it extended the life of my cousin. I got to watch him enjoy more of his life than he would have gotten to otherwise. He was on daily dialysis at home, and I used to go over and visit with them and stay with him occasionally when I was there for work, business, and he was dying. He was just dying at home, and he was depressed, and he was sad, and he was sick. He was so sick. And so just that in itself, like the joy of watching him be able to get out of the house and go and do things, and go and, visit friends and family, all of that, gave me so much joy. And then I just felt like I needed to do more, and so I joined the board, and I have participated in some of the kidney walks, and and here we are. And so I just, to be part of this amazing community and sit up here with other living donors and hear other people's stories, for me, this would just always be something I do.
Seeing Tim, I guess, was the best thing. We're friends, more acquaintances, but. We still
don't hang out regularly now?
Not a lot, no. Just life's busy, but he'll come by the stand and I'll rip into him. And they did a little documentary, and at the end of it, I slapped a little paper on the back. It said "kidney thief" on the back of him.
And he doesn't get any freebies at your food truck since you gave him a kidney.
Everybody loves hot dogs, and we've put out a campaign that anybody who wants to donate will give you free hot dogs for life.
Nice.
So.
I love it.
Yeah, I've actually gotten a free hot dog from his dad.
It's not simple. It's quite a process, for good reason, right? You need to be a good match. You need to be healthy. You need to have all the things, all of the health things lined up. But in the big scheme of things, it's literally, it's nothing.
It's such a big thing you're doing for someone. You're saving someone's life, and the gratitude you feel after it's done, knowing the impact you had, it's priceless. And then hopefully you can start that butterfly effect, the chain reaction, and other people hear your story, might be get motivated from it. But it's, I say if you have the chance to help any way you can, go 2 feet and go forward, yeah.
To donate a kidney, it's pretty much exactly the same recovery that a woman would do having a cesarean. And you know, by the time you die, you're going to use 0.4 of one kidney, and you've got 2 of them. So it's kind of an easy thing to do, and obviously it worked out well for Tim.
Actually, I would have compared it to my cesarean, because I had a cesarean, and I when you said that, I was like, yeah, you're not wrong, 100%. But like, that passes. It's a unique way to be able to give back and help someone in a way that you couldn't help in any other way.
We got 2 kids now, which is awesome. None of that would have happened if this transplant didn't happen. So just seeing that life of 2 kids that we have created now, and the little family we have, it's pretty awesome. It's hard to explain, but yeah.
The look on Tim's face the morning after the operation, I walked across the hall and I asked him, I said, you know, apart from not being on dialysis and apart from us being, you know, bruised up from being chopped up, how do you feel? And he didn't say anything. He just looked at me with a unique smile. He had a tear running down his face, and, you know, it's the best feeling in the world. But it was, realistically, it was just a piece of cake. It was so easy to do. Laid on the table, they knocked me out, I woke up. I
think we found our spokesperson for the next campaign.
You actually reminded me of something on the day that we did the kidney donation. My cousin, like, they were like, no, you can't get out of bed. He was like determined. He got out of bed and he walked down to my room where I had just finally come, you know, through from recovery. And yeah, I mean, you're higher than a kite and all of those things, but like, just the look on his face was magic. He, like, I can't actually explain it to you. Sorry. Sorry. But just to have that moment, to be able to see that look on someone's face, to know that you've given them something that they needed more than anything in the world, is huge. So if, you know, like, tell your friends, bring a company buddy along, sign up, let's do this thing.
It's an easy process. Spread the word. Get free hot dogs.
Hot dogs for everybody.